In today's video, we're going to talk about a new update that we have recently launched in our Shipwright UI kit. It's our free UI kit and design system available in Figma community for you guys to explore. And we have recently updated this UI kit and design system with a ton of new updates. So feel free to check this out. Talking about this new update that we have for you guys is the icon wrappers. So let's dive deep into it. What are icon wrappers? Icon wrappers are basically an auto layout component around the icons, which helps you define the sizing properties for your icons. So let me explain it by an example. So we have two buttons over here. One is the filled one and second is the secondary CTA. But in the filled one, or the primary CTA, has the icon wrappers. So instead of using the arrow icons, I'm using the icon wrappers. As you can see on the right hand side property over here, we have extra small size, and I have the swap property built into the icon wrappers itself as well. And there is another icon or another CTA that I'm using over here, which doesn't have any icon wrapper property. So if I select on this, it's a simple just an icon that I'm using directly in my buttons. And I have different swap properties built into those icons as well. So what helps me, why we are using the icon wrappers instead of just the icons was, basically, if I want to resize a CTA, or if I'm using a complex component, say list for a dropdown, or something else, or maybe cards, I'm using a cross icon in a model or something like that. So I need to change the sizes of the icon. So if I'm using any icon inside a component, Figma doesn't allow me to change the size of that icon. For example, if I click on this, it actually shows me grayed out. I cannot change this icon when you are kind of using it within the component. So Figma doesn't give you that kind of flexibility. Whereas icon wrappers comes handy when you actually want to resize it. Say you are designing for a desktop version and you want a bigger CTA, not this of size, and you want to increase the sizes of a CTA. Now you can change the type from here and it can increase the size and the hug content and everything. The button becomes bigger, whatever you need as per your needs. But when it comes to the icon, you cannot change the icon size here. Whereas even in here, I can quickly change the icon wrapper of different sizes that I have already created, and I can switch to medium or large as per my needs. And the another benefit of this icon wrapper, which is I have used it where else, like for example, let me show you in list or over here. So for example, I'm creating this list and I'm using the icon wrappers. So let me just pull an instance to show you quickly what I'm talking about. Over here, you can see this is the leading icon, and you can see I'm using the icon wrapper property or icon wrapper component instead of just using simple icon. Now I can change small to extra small to give more space, or maybe if I need the small, also I want to have a fill container of the icon as well. So with the help of icon wrappers, I can provide a padding of 4 to each of it, and I can give roundedness of 8, and I can actually provide a fill over here, which is, or maybe a little bit of grayish. So I can use this list component and fill out the icons or fill out the background of the icons that I'm using with the help of icon wrappers as well. And if I want to say I want to use the extra small, but I want the padding itself of 4, or now maybe I want it to be 8, I can easily do that with the help of icon wrappers. Whereas if I use it just the icons over here, it won't be possible for me. Now, jumping back to the icon wrappers, another really useful things why we should actually use the icon wrappers instead of just the icons is when we are actually collaborating with developers, this is how it looks like for the developers. So whenever they are kind of coding the icons or writing the code for the icons or different sizes, this is how they generally provide the properties or in the utility function for the icon. So they are defining that the icon can go 16, 20, 24, 32 as per what we have in the icon wrappers. And they can easily switch it whenever we are using the different sizes of the icon wrappers. So it's really go hand in hand with the design and developer collaboration as well. So when you are giving the handoff and you're using the icon wrappers, and it's really helpful for developers as well, not just for the designers, with all that flexibility and functionality that icon wrappers provide. So again, going back, feel free to check it out. Our Shipwright 2.0 UI kit and design system. It's already updated with the new updates that we have for you. Let us know and check it out, and let us know if you have any other feedback or any other component that you might need us to create and add it in our Shipwright 2.0. Thanks.